Yeah, before we start with the presentation, I thought about, when I tried to figure out what would be interesting for all of us, because we are all of different countries, it should be something every one of us know. So I found something, and then would like to start with a riddle, kind of a riddle. So the first ones who guesses the answer, the correct answer, will get one for free, what I'm talking about. So the first point is, it's available in more than 200 countries of the world. It's brown, nearly black. It's sparkling. It's very refreshing.
Chocolate?
Pardon?
Chocolate?
No. It has a red.
Coke!
That's right. It was really frightened. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Now it's about Coca Cola. So I just give you rough information about the company Coca Cola, about the story, what's behind of Coca Cola, the business development over the years until today, and of course the impacts of health. Because when we are talking about Coca Cola, it's about health. So we start with the presentation. I hope it works. So let's begin. So at the beginning in 1886, John Pemberton, a pharmacist from Atlanta, Georgia, USA, developed a so-called medical tonic. It should prevent from sour stomach, from cough, from sickness. It should be stimulating, and it should make you feel comfortable. So it contains extracts of coca leaves, coca nuts, and carbonated water. And the stimulation is supposed to come from the coconut because it contains cocaine, a bit of cocaine. In the first sold glasses were in May 1886, and he doesn't make a real fortune because per day he sold only 9 glasses, for each glass 5 cents, so he had an income from Coca-Cola of 45 cents a day. The name Coca-Cola consists of the coca leaves and the cola nuts, and they choose to take Coca-Cola both with a C because it's better for the eye, it's better to reading, and it's more convenient for the people. The sign Coca-Cola was developed by a bookkeeper from John Pemberton. He was very in art, and he developed the writing of Coca-Cola. He got nothing for it, so he could have been a very, very rich man, but he wasn't. At 1887, the Coca-Cola Recite was sold to another pharmacist in Atlanta, Asa Chandler. He bought the formula, the receipt, only for $2,300. So in 1990, the company again was sold to Ernest Woodrow's investment group for almost $25,000 million. So Dr. John Pemberton could be lucky because he didn't know what his receipt was really worth at the end. It's a registered trademark in the US since 1944. So we're talking about going global. I have to take my other notes. Because I'm beginning with the timeline at the First World War, because in between Coca-Cola didn't expand very much. They began to expand in the First World War because they had a relationship with the Red Cross, and they began to do blood drives. So if you spend your blood, they brought the blood to the soldiers. That's the beginning of going global. In 1943, at the Second World War, the US government decided every soldier should get Coca-Cola even if in the war. It doesn't matter what it cost, what the production cost of a Coca-Cola for the company, even soldiers should get Coca-Cola while in war for 1 nickel. So they decided to bring 64 portable bottling plants all over the world. That means to Asia, Europe, North Africa. And all in all, 5 million bottles were sold during the First World War to soldiers outside of the US. In 1957, the sales from the outside country of the United States rise above 33%. In 1968, they began to sell Coca-Cola in Hungary, the Somali Republic, Yugoslavia. 1972 in Poland, the first bottling station was opened. 1985 in Russia. And 1985 was the first one, a soft drink even was sold in the space, up in the space, because the Challenger tried to use Coca-Cola or any soft drink up in space, how it works, how it tastes. So Coca-Cola went not global, but up in the space. In 1990, after the Berlin Wall in Germany fall down, they began sailing in sail in East Germany for the first time. So I have to say their commercial group or the advertising department is very good, because the wall fell down and almost Coca-Cola was all over East Germany. So, Coca-Cola is available in more than 200 countries of the world, with a few exceptions. You can see still Cuba, Sudan, Iran, North Korea. I pointed out Burma because Burma is opening in 2012 and Coca-Cola is already in Burma now available. The development of the bottle. That has been the very first bottle, and you see the development. And from the start, the task was it should be unique, it should have a high recognition value, it should be visible even in dark, and of course it should be sexy. So if you touch the bottle, you should have the feeling it's a body. It's supposed to be a female body, of course. Interesting is, they did a research, and if you took Coca-Cola bottles from the bottom to the top, just fill it up, it would be 2 times up to the moon. All bottles they have almost sold. So that's a huge amount of glass and I think maybe of plastic. So the advertising. During the last century, they had 45 different slogans. That is the most common one. Maybe you know Coca-Cola Enjoy, or Have a Coke and Have a Smile. Since 2009, it's Open Happiness. It started with the American Idol session in the US. And it was always the same message. Be happy. If you drink Coca-Cola, you belong to the good guys, to the nice guys, to the happy guys. That was always the message over all the years. Actually, they spent a lot of money for the advertising. So in 1906, they almost spent $500,000 per year just to do advertising. In 1909, that was proclaimed the best advertised article of the nation. And in 1912, they topped $1 million just doing advertising. And the last number I've got is from 2001, almost $2 billion for print, radio, television advertisements. So they spent really a huge amount just for advertising. So how many drinks are sold per day? I just got figures up to 2008, and it's 1.5 billion drinks per day all over the globe. So it's amazing, it's unbelievable. So consumers around the globe enjoy, yes, that's the latest figures, 1.7 billion every single day. That is about 19,400 every second.